Welcome to our channel. Today, we're diving into the exciting world of upcoming PC strategy games for 2024 and 2025. Whether you're a fan of real-time strategy, turn-based tactics, for X exploration, or anything in between, we've got a thrilling lineup of games that will keep you on the edge of your... Here are the 25 new upcoming PC strategy games in 2024 and 2025 you must play. Mechabellum is an auto-battler developed by Game River and published by Paradox Arc, set on the newly colonized planet Faraway. Players command mech squads in strategic battles, carefully assembling units' unique strengths like the agile wasp fighter or the powerful Vulcan. Though players don't control the mechs directly, they can influence battles using abilities like air strikes and bot reinforcement. The game features both single-player modes against AI and competitive or cooperative multiplayer. Its colorful visuals and detailed mech designs make for a visually engaging experience. Age of History 3 is the third entry in the turn-based grand strategy series created by indie developer Lakash. Players lead a nation through various historical eras, managing resources, technology, laws, and diplomacy. While the game emphasizes strategic governance, war is inevitable, requiring careful management of manpower and battle tactics. The new combat system allows for two front lines, placing stronger units in front and ranged units in the back. With a focus on economic growth, diplomacy, and military planning, the game primarily features an interface and world map for its visual. Drill Core is a strategy game by the independent Serbian studio Hungry Couch, where players control miners drilling deep alien planets. The gameplay revolves around extracting valuable resources and defending an oil platform from alien attacks. Players guide workers indirectly, selecting dig sites and cover mineral. Resources are used to upgrade technologies and improve safety measures. During the day, mining occurs, while at night, the platform is attacked, requiring defense strategies akin to tower defense games.
Meaning none of that heroic crap, charging in like a headless chicken.
Commandos Origins, a fourth main game in a Commandos series, developed by Claymore Game Studios and published by Calypso Media. Set during World War II, the game explores the origins of the iconic Commandos, including characters like Jack, the Green Beret, O'Hara, and Renee, the Spy Duchamp. Players use a top-down perspective to complete missions across diverse locations such as Africa, the Arctic, and Europe, focusing on sabotage, rescue operations, and attacking enemy outposts. Tactical stealth is crucial, as commandos are often outnumbered, requiring strategic use of each character's unique ability. The game offers single-player, local, and online co-op. Industry Giant 4.0 is an economic strategy game developed by Dawn vs. Dodo, set in the 20th century and focusing on business development. Despite being the third main entry in the series, it was renamed after the cancellation of Industry Gigant The Big Departure. Starting in the 1950s, players build business empires during the Fourth Industrial Revolution, emphasizing digitalization and automation. The game features 25 types of industries, producing 60 goods, transport options like trucks, trains, and ships. Seasons and historical events influence the economy, while new technologies create additional opportunities. It supports only single-player mode and features fully 3D graphics. Power Naval Combat is an RTS game with simulator elements developed by Triassic Games, led by Nils Ducker, a former Killerfish Games member. Set during the 1970s and 1980s, players command an aircraft carrier strike group through dynamic campaigns across the Atlantic, including hotspots the Persian Gulf and Vietnam. The game combines classic RTS gameplay with the ability to control individual units, simplified simulator mode, such as piloting an F-16 fighter. It features a user-friendly interface and is single-player only. Visual similarities to Cold Waters are due to the use of graphic assets from Ducker's previous work. Frostpunk 2 is a real-time strategy game developed by 11-bit studios, set 30 years after the events of the original Frostpunk. In 1917, humanity is still struggling to survive in a frozen world after a climate disaster. Players manage New London, now a thriving city facing a new crisis as coal supplies dwindle, leading to the exploitation of oil. Social unrest, crime, and external threats challenge leadership as players navigate moral dilemmas, balance pragmatism with idealism, and manage factions conflicting agenda. The game features single-player mode, striking visuals, and a soundtrack by Piotr Musial. Sid Meier's Civilization VII is the latest installment in the 4X strategy series by Firaxis Game. It enhances elements from Civilization VI and introduces new mechanics, such as navigating rivers and using commanders for unit experience. Players guide a civilization through 3 eras: Antiquity, Exploration, and Modern, each lasting 150 turns before transitioning to a new civilization. Victory can be achieved militarily, economically, diplomatically, or scientifically, with religion playing a notable role. Leaders are not tied to specific civilizations, and the game includes fictional events and decisions for added complexity. Era History Untold is a 4X turn-based strategy game by Oxide Interactive, featuring ex-Firaxis developers. Players lead a nation through various ages from a top-down perspective, choosing historical figures or creating custom leads. The game focuses on discovering territories, acquiring resources, building structures, and managing diplomacy or military conflict. Each playthrough offers unique experience, procedurally generated maps, and challenges. The game emphasizes individual citizens, stories, and operates on the Nitrous engine, providing detailed and impressive graphics.
Betrayed. Cutter be locked.
Rogue Waters is a turn-based strategy game with RPG and roguelike elements, developed by the independent Polish studio Ice Code Games. Set in a fantasy world overrun by pirates, players command a pirate ship and its crew in search of fortune across a procedurally generated archipelago. Battles are turn-based, involving both naval combat with cannons and melee skirmishes during boarding. Players recruit diverse crew members and summon legendary sea creatures like the Kraken to aid in battle. Zero AD is a free real-time strategy game developed by Wildfire Games, a community-driven studio. Set between the 5th century BC and the 5th century AD, the game lets players choose from various historical civilizations, such as Celts, Greeks, and Romans, to lead to victory. Players develop their chosen nation by building structure, gathering resources, and preparing for conflict. The game features a proprietary engine called Pyrogenesis, offering high-quality graphics for a free title. Tempest Rising is an RTS developed by Slipgate Ironworks and published by THQ Nordic and 3D Realms, inspired by classics Command and Conquer. Set in a post-apocalyptic world overrun by mysterious vines called the Tempest, players choose between 3 factions, each with unique units and economies, to vie for control. The game features isometric, large maps, resource management, base building, and unit recruitment. It includes 2 story campaigns with 15 missions each and extensive multiplayer options. The game boasts high-quality graphics with detailed unit models and diverse locations. 63 Days is a tactical real-time strategy game set during the 1944 Warsaw Uprising, developed by Destructive Creation. Players control a team of young insurgents, fighting against German occupiers in a detailed, bird's-eye view representation of war-torn Warsaw. The game emphasizes stealth and strategic planning over direct combat, requiring players to carefully manage their squad's skills and action. It offers both single-player and online co-op mode, and features atmospheric music composed by Adam Skarupa, running on the Unreal Engine. Kaiserpunk is a city-building and grand strategy hybrid set in an alternate early 20th century. Developed by Overseer Games, it tasks players with managing a city-state's growth, expanding influence through production, trade, and military conquest. Players build and optimize infrastructure, research new technology, and balance citizens' needs while navigating political maps to conquer region diplomacy or warfare. The game features an interconnected dual-layer gameplay system where city management impacts political strategies and vice versa, with real-time events and decisions shaping the game world.
Stone does not bend with the wind.
Against the Storm Keepers of the Stone is expansion for the city builder Against the Storm, developed by a Polish studio. Set in a fantasy world plagued by storms, this DLC introduces players to Coastal Grove, a new area inhabited by frog-like creatures skilled in stone masonry. The expansion adds water exploration mechanic and allows players to build and manage settlements along Loch. New features include the Strider port for expeditions and 12 additional challenges. The game combines city building with roguelike element, featuring colorful, simple graphics.
The crates are in the way here, so pick them up immediately.
Anno 117 Pax Romana developed by Ubisoft Blue Byte, is the 8th installment in the Anno series. Set in the 2nd century AD, players assume the role of a Roman governor managing either the province of Lazio or the Celtic land of Albion. The game emphasizes city building and managing citizens rather than warfare, allowing players to focus on economic development, cultural integration, and public spectacles as Naumachia or naval battle. New features include constructing impressive aqueducts and organizing grand events to entertain the populace. Heroes of Might and Magic Olden Era is a prequel to the 3rd installment of the popular turn-based strategy series, developed by the Russian studio Unfrozen. Set on the continent of Jadam before the events of Heroes of Might and Magic 3, the game offers a similar turn-based experience, where players control a hero exploring maps, managing cities, and engaging in tactical battle. Cities serve as bases where players expand and fortify their command center, while battles take place on hexagonal grids requiring strategic unit placement and hero ability. Railroad Corporation 2 is an economic strategy game set in the early 20th century, developed by Corby Game. Players oversee all aspects of the rail transport business, including laying tracks, buying trains, and managing goods and passenger transport while balancing business investments and income. Key elements include optimizing transport routes, managing connection, and competing with rival companies. Players must also develop towns by building infrastructure like factories and hospitals. The game features solo sandbox and multiplayer modes for competitive and cooperative play. Broken Arrow is a modern strategy game developed by Steel Balalaika and published by Slytherin Software, featuring large-scale conflicts between the United States and Russia. The game offers diverse gameplay with a focus on contemporary military tactics, where players control units across categories like reconnaissance, infantry, and air support. Players can customize equipment and vehicles, engage in a story-driven campaign, or compete in online multiplayer battles. The game boasts detailed 3D graphics and realistic representation of military equipment and environment. City of Atlantis is a city builder strategy game where players manage the mythical city of Atlantis, a civilization renowned for its advancements and resources. Developed by Gambit Games Studio and Mean Astronaut, and published by Games Operators and Creative Forge Games, the game involves overseeing various aspects of city life from agriculture and education to defense and diplomacy. Players build and maintain infrastructure, develop specialized schools, and prepare for natural disasters while balancing economic growth and military might. The Constructors is an economic strategy game where players manage a construction company in the struggling town of Wondersville. Developed by Ancient Forge and published by Frozen District, the game involves choosing construction sites, designing properties, and managing projects to restore the town and earn profit. Players must address design details, public protests, and competition while making green solutions and budget management decisions. The game features a top-down view and standard visuals for its genre. Empire of the Ants is a real-time strategy game by Tower 5, based on Bernard Werber's novel. Set in a French forest, players lead an ant colony to dominance by gathering resources, expanding their anthill, and engaging in tactical battles. The game features a day and night cycle, changing seasons, and allows for direct control of individual ants. It offers both single-player and multiplayer modes and boasts high-quality graphics powered by Unreal Engine 5. Viking City Builder is an economic city builder with real-time strategy element, developed by Titan Gaumet. Set during the Viking expansion into Europe, players manage and expand a settlement from a top-down perspective. The game involves constructing various building types, such as residential and harbor structure, to enhance community function and defense. Players gather resources, explore, hunt, raid, and even build drakkars for further exploration. The game, featuring high-quality visuals thanks to Unreal Engine 5, allows for tactical planning and strategic expansion. Endstate is a tactical turn-based strategy game set in present-day Eastern Europe, where players lead a mercenary group fighting against terrorist and criminal organizations. Developed by Ironside, it draws inspiration from classics like Jagged Alliance and XCOM, as well as tactical shooters such as Rainbow Six. Players manage a team with unique abilities and equipment, handling missions that range from intelligence gathering to hostage rescue. The game features a turn-based combat system with detailed weapon stats and realistic 3D environments powered by Unity, including destructible terrain and accurate projectile trajectories. Scramble Battle of Britain is a turn-based strategy game developed by Slytherin, set during World War II's Battle of... Players engage in aerial combat over the English Channel, piloting historical RAF and Luftwaffe aircraft. The game features a three-phase combat system, planning maneuvers, real-time action, and post-combat analysis. It supports both single-player and co-op modes, allowing players to participate in various missions or design their own with the in-game editor. Thanks for watching. We hope you're as excited as we are about these upcoming strategy games. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss out on any updates or reviews. If you have any thoughts or games you're looking forward to, drop them in the comments below. Until next time, keep strategizing and game on.